Happy afternoon, happy Wednesday. We had a rough morning. We're getting a late start, but at least we're getting it done. So we are going to get this started. For our general dailies today, we have to complete a blood money crime. So if you go to any of the free roam guys who have the blood money, their symbols have like the little I'll show you. But like it's like Anthony Foreman, I believe Sean McGuire. There's a couple others. I'll go through them with you on the map. Uh, Hello, Will. Good afternoon. We also have to cook 3 seasoned pork. So that's mint, oregano, or thyme cooked with pork. You can get that from skinning pigs, from peccaries, from boar. 750 distance, non-player enemy dragged from horseback. So this is just where you get an NPC to where they turn red, and then lasso them while you're on horseback and take off riding and hold on to them, and then just drag them with you. If you kill them, you'll have to do another one. Like you'll have to keep grabbing more NPCs until you get your distance. 5,280 distance, traveled by wagon with a posse member. So you can pull out your hunting wagon, your bounty wagon, you can steal a wagon, your trader delivery, your moonshine delivery. Just as long as you're on a wagon with a posse member, you'll get your distance covered for that one. We won't be able to do that one on the stream right now unless one of my posse members gets on. But that one's super, super easy. Let's see. 2 pheasants skinned and 2 spoonbills skinned, and visit Fort Mercer. So those are pretty easy today. No showdowns, no free roams. So anybody that's not big on PvP stuff, today's a good daily day for you. For the bounty hunter, we have to bring in 2 bounties from West Elizabeth. So that's Strawberry bounty board at Strawberry, Blackwater, and Rig Station. 2 bounties completed within 1 real-world hour. So you can actually double team these up. If you just go and do 2 bounties from one of the West Elizabeth posters and you do them consecutively, you'll get both of those. And then if you complete one of those bounties with at least 5 minutes or more left on your timer, you can clear all 3 of the bounty ones today. So that's super easy. For the trader, we have to go distance traveled on a delivery wagon. So you have to be driving the trader delivery wagon in order for this one to register. Sometimes it catches. So when you start out from camp with your delivery wagon, go in real quick and make sure that your trader mileage is counting. If not, some of the things that I have found helped is to jump off the wagon completely and jump back on. Or if you have a posse member, pass the reins to the posse member and have them pass them back. We have to donate 6 large animal carcasses to crypts. So anything that goes on the back of your horse, deer, pronghorn, cougars, panthers, as long as it's the whole body. And 10 small animal carcasses donated to crypts. These are, again, your small ones that go in your pocket, like your frogs and your toads and your squirrels and your bats, that kind of stuff. For the collector bowl, we have to collect 3 antique alcohol bottles. We have to find 2 items with a metal detector, and we have to pick up 3 tarot cards. So while I'm thinking about it real quick, I didn't do any prep work. I just walked in the door from work, and I figured I'd fire this up real quick. I'm going to pull open the JR map. I did kind of look and see where I was at for camp, so I want to see if there's anything close to where I am, or at least near Le Gras area, so that way I can use the fast travel. Let's see. We do have a coin close by, and a tarot card close by, and a jewelry close by, so I'm probably going to grab those. For the Moonshiner roll, lots of wagon stuff today, which is good because you don't even have to actively go for your general wagon. If you do anything with your Moonshine or your trader, they'll all kind of like combo into the one. So we have distance traveled on a moonshine wagon when you're doing like your moonshine deliveries. 2 moonshine bar drunken player interactions. 1 moonshine sold with at least 18 bottles intact. So as long as you deliver with at least 18 or more bottles, you'll get the register for that one, and it'll go towards your mileage. That's nice. For the naturalist role, we have to pull open a wilderness camp and cook or craft 7 items. We have to photograph a legendary animal. If you buy some blending tonics, or if you have a pamphlet to make one, the blending tonics are really good for this. If you have a legendary animal spawn and it's a aggressive one, like a bear or a panther or a cougar or one of them stupid boars, you can take a blending tonic and it will kind of like hide you from the legendary animal, like they won't sense you, and then you can sneak up and get a picture real good. My favorite one for this is the Tatanka bison over by Emerald Ranch, because he's usually like chill and eating or laying down, and you can easily sneak up on him and get pictures. And then we have to do 3 mountain and grassland animal samples taken. So your mountain and your grassland animal samples are your elks, your wolves, your Rocky Mountain bighorns, your American pronghorns, your whitetails, the bison, which you can do while you're over trying to maybe get a picture of the Tatanka, the coyotes, the badgers, and the boars. So you got a good range of stuff that you can get easily, like over in the Heartland. So real quick, while we're at camp, I'm going to come over here to Crippers, and I'm going to do something really easy, and I'm going to give him, let's see, I got 28 of these.
Beautiful.
2,
this is good quality.
3, 4,
Very nice.
5. I'm going to take them down 5. And then I know I had an excessive amount of fats the other day. I wonder if I got rid of them all and I forgot. I did get rid of them all. Oh no. That's fine. Alright, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more on this one.
Thank you. That's top notch. Good stuff.
Thank you, RDR. I definitely plan to. I'm glad you appreciate it. Alright, so let's see here. We have... I lost track of count there. Alright, so my 10 small have been donated. So now... I come over here to the campfire. And, if you really want to combo this up, you could even go someplace else, open up a wilderness, and craft your pork there. But I like to kind of try and get easy ones that I can do right here in camp beforehand. And I may not even have to do the wilderness one today, so not a big deal. Whenever I have the crafting dailies for like the 3 random meat that are seasoned, I usually use my oregano. So I try and keep oregano in stock. For just like the random little meats. And then I save my mint and my thyme for my alligator, my big game meat. So that way I have good quarters. Alright, so let's see here. I forgot to write stuff down. I'm going to take just a quick second so that way I don't have to keep popping in and out of the map here. So we have blood money. Try enemy. The other day we had to kill players without being seen, and I took you guys over to LeGras, and I showed you those 2 little NPCs by the stable that are my favorite to torture for daily challenges. I will show you a great way to do it just while you're out roaming around, but also if you don't want to be aggressive and make a non-aggressive NPC and lower your honor, you could always go over to LeGras and use those 2 guys, because anybody in Thieves Landing is always considered an enemy, even if they don't show up right on the map right away, so they don't affect your honor. Or at least they don't affect it as much as if you, like, torture a just NPC that's out riding around. Alright, so we need 2 pheasants. And I foresee the pheasants being a little bit of a pain in the ass today. There's always one where the spawn rate drops, and it gets to be a little bit of a pain. Oh, and Fort Mercer. Okay. And I know we need grassland samples. 2 interactions. Moonshine sold. I'm going to have to go over and see if I even have a moonshine ready to sell. That's where you went to Thieves Landing to use the bow? Yeah, Will. That's like the best place to do it. It's my favorite. Let's see. We need a legendary picture. And tarot cards. Alcohol bottles. And 2 metal detectors. And then I'm going to go to Blackwater at some point and do a bunch of bounties, and that'll cover that one. So that's good. I'm almost ready to reset that one. Alright, let's see here. So for the blood money missions, if you go to your map, somebody's in need over there, we're going to ignore them. If you hit square and go to your index, so you see how like Alden and Angus have the little guy figures for the regular free roams? The blood money ones now have a little like drop, like a blood drop with a money symbol in them. So you have Anthony Foreman, James Langdon over by McFarland's. We have Joe over by Emerald. Sean McGuire over by Quaker's Cove, south of Blackwater. I think that's it. So if you go to any of those guys that have the little blood drop symbol with the money in it, that's where you can go and do a blood money crime mission. I will actually make sure I try and fit one of those in for the stream, so that way you guys can see the menu. And then we'll put that away. Where I am right now is I am over by Le Gras, and 2 places that I go to easily find spoonbills. Right here on the river is this little tiny thumb kind of thing, like a little inlet here. And there are usually a lot of spoonbills just sitting right around this little tiny body of water. Or I could not get camp over here on the peninsula, but right here on the peninsula is a spoonbill spawn point. So you can find usually 2 of them sitting right here and another 2 on this side by the dock. So you have a couple places here in Le Gras that you can kind of ride around and keep an eye out for spoonbills. For the pheasants, over by the oil fields, there's a couple spawn points that we're going to go check out. There are, right here by Valentine, there are a couple spawn points near the houses here. And then another good spot that I usually find them at is right over here in the plains. There's a series of like little ledges that you can ride across over by Quaker's Cove, and I find pheasants over there quite frequently too. They're one of those things that you can kind of find all over the map randomly, but for finding them for dailies, I like to kind of go over and make sure I'm looking here. One of the first places we're going to go though is right here by Emerald Ranch, near this like dry creek bed, right around the E area is where I usually can find at least 2 or 3 of them that spawn in right there. So that's going to be kind of my first go-to there. But, and I don't know if we're going to be able to find, oh shit, I forgot to move my waypoint, sorry. We're going to go over here to my little spoonbill spot. I'm not really sure if we're going to have any luck, considering it's 3 a.m., but we're going to try. The legendary ghost panther does spawn around here. So, of course, Crips waits until I leave to need a resupply. I feel like that might be a panther over there. Oh, somebody's doing stuff. Okay. So, perfect. Right here. 1, 2, 3. Right by this little inlet. Now, there's also gator spawns here. So before you come charging in, make sure you take out gators. And then all you have to do is skin them. And this is pretty close to the LeGras fast travel. You don't have to go too far out of your way. Swear to God, if I get eaten by a panther. One arrow, huh? Oh, one dynamite arrow. I do that with ducks. Like when I go duck hunting, there's a spawn points over by Emerald, and I will go up where the geese all sit on the bank, and I'll just throw 2 sticks of dynamite in and kill all of them. Ah, there's the legendary panther. I knew it. I knew it. Alright, let's see here. So what we're going to do is if you go into your weapon wheel and R1 over to items, down where your fishing pole is, if you have bought a blending tonic, that's where you can find your blending tonic. So we're going to take one of those and see if we can sneak up on this this panther real quick. I wonder where he went. I have a feeling like that guy over there is probably dealing with him. Nope, over here. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. You guys are probably going to watch me die via legendary panther here. Where are you, you bastard? Oh, there he is. That's a regular one. Oh shit, get up, get up, get up! I don't have time for your bullshit! Did the legendary run? Come back! Oh shit. Okay. So, real quick, we're gonna take out our camera. Here, kitty kitty. And there we go. Nope. Get off. Oh no! Shit. Wanted the carcass. Let's see here. Cougar or gator? Which way do I die next? This is not a good horse for legendary hunting. There we go. Resupply or anything today? I'm just going to order them. Hello, Mr. Boom. Welcome. Thanks for joining. Alright. Try and get over here. There are also spoonbills that spawn exactly where I am on the bank here, but they didn't show up when I spawned in, and I assume it's because my camp was here. So that's why I went over to that little island. But I have not played story mode, Jesse. So is it really, really bad in like the actual story mode to find spoonbills? They're super easy to find in online. Like I have several spots that I have. I don't know if you were watching already or not, but there's a spot to where I went right to them. There was 3 of them sitting there, no problems, even though they're on the daily and they drop the spawn rates for the daily stuff. So real quick, I'm right over here across from Harriet next to LeGras, and this little island right here is where I got my spoonbills. And I rode up, there was 3 of them there, easy peasy. So now, oh wait, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted, don't get distracted. Right here, if you come over to that area for the spoonbills, there's a coin right here. Or at least there will be for another 3 hours. I got distracted by a legendary. Alright. Yes, I wanted to make sure I grabbed this coin real quick. So this will count for our metal detector. Oh, right, over here. That's right. There are no alcohol bottles in the area of where I'm at, so we are going to go back to camp and fast travel out of here. I'm not even going to try that bridge. Oh, shit. Oh my god, 50 spoonbills? That's a horrible side quest. Alright, so we're headed over to Emerald. Alright, now while we are at Emerald, we do need tarot cards. So I'm going to ride just over here. That doesn't sound good. Somebody's using dynamite someplace. There is a tarot card right here as soon as you ride up to the ranch. Alright, now I'm going to head right over here to this dry creek bed and maybe get lucky, maybe not. We shall see. So right about here on this little hill, right before the bridge, this is where you can sometimes find pheasants. But like I said, with the weather conditions that they are right now, I don't think we're going to have any luck. So we're going to kind of make our way towards the oil fields and do it that way. This little farmhouse up here, since we're in the area, there is a tarot card today just inside the front door. There we go. Alright, sun came out. I'm gonna go scoot right back over that little spot over there and see if maybe some pheasants have spawned in. Ducks. Just checking. Oh, there's one. Come here, you bastard. Alright, well, we got one. We'll keep trying. And like I said, I know there's some spots over by the oil fields. And I also know right at this house, which we are going to use, it's near a pheasant spawn point, there is a random jewelry and a card outside of the house here. So we'll head that way and hopefully be able to grab a pheasant as well as finishing up our tarot cards and our metal detector. Possibly grab some samples of some grassland. Oh. Oh, your buddy. There we go, one down. There are also some pheasants over in this area. Those may be chickens, though. These are chickens. Grab a sample, dude. They're right there. I feel like pelting an animal with 10 damn rounds of sedative ammo is probably just as cruel as shooting him one time between the eyes. I'd like to shake Harriet. Alright, that gave us 2. We just need one more. And I see a patch of deer right here. There we go. Love the heartlands. Alright. So that one is done. And then metal detector. Most of these items that you have to dig for with metal detectors, if you're having a hard time finding them, if you're not using the JR map and you're using like the Madame Nazar maps, always look for an area where the ground is a little different, flat with nothing on it, and they're always at like bases of trees or broke down wagons or wagon wheels or up against, I don't know, like they're pretty easy to spot, like the discrepancy there. Alright, so our metal detectors are done, and this will finish off our tarot cards. I'm going to run over here just real quick. There's nothing here. Never mind. So if you do the naturalist roll and you have a hard time finding the Herford Bull, this right here where I'm at, there's this little farm up here north of the oil fields. This is where I normally get them. There's this spot and one over by Rhodes, but they don't spawn in very often in any, like, these are the only two places I've ever been able to find them. So, I would like to get the damn pheasant out of the way. I only need one more. I'm going to put, let's see, H, right about here-ish is another spawn point for pheasants. Take my sedative rounds out. I don't need to waste those. Come on, birds. Alright, we're going to head back to our spot over by Emerald and see if we can get them to work there. Did I hear them? Alright, here we go. So we're kind of northeast of the oil field here, and that's where I found my second pheasant. Collecting for you is the most hard thing to do. Oh, do you know, RDR, do you use the Gene Ropke map? It is super helpful because you can zoom in on the map and it will show you exactly where the item is, and it will also give you like a little description. So it'll say like in the house, in the cabinet, or okay, good. I'm glad you do. After a couple times, you just kind of start remembering where things are, and it makes it super easy. I combed almost the entire map and got 170 items that I needed to finish sets the other night, and I did it in like 2.5 hours, just because it's repetitive. They're in the same spots on the same cycles, and once you kind of, you see where it is, you're like, oh, I remember it's in this cabinet, or it's under this bush, or... It gets better the more you do it, I promise. Alright. 4 more. So we're gonna do, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go over to the moonshine shack real quick. Maybe. Come on, wilderness camp. There we go. $36 minutes, okay. If you start someplace, normally what I do, RDR, when I do like a collector sweep where I'm like actually just focused on collecting, I will pick a spot in the map to start, and then I will just kind of collect all the items that are close by, and then I just kind of move from one object to the other instead of trying to jump all over. And then I'll sweep like one side of the map, and then the next day I'll go and I'll sweep the next side of the map. Or um, it's easier to just not jump all over, but to do kind of a fluid, just cover an area of the map. What I was doing, damn it. Okay, so for your two-player drunken interactions at the bar, if you are playing with friends, or if you can get somebody invited into the shack and you can have that interaction that way, just get drunk. You can use bottles that are in your satchel, or you can use what's on tap at your bar, and just walk up to the other player and tap circle a couple times, and your character will haul off and slap them, and that'll be your drunken interaction. If you are playing by yourself, or if you can't get anybody to join you in the shack, if you exit your shack and stand in front of the door, hit your triangle to enter the shack, and as soon as you complete the circle on the triangle there, start spamming your circle button, and as your character goes to do the animation to walk into the Moonshine Shack, it will give you credit for a drunken player interaction. And then all you have to do is exit the bar and do it again. So just hold it when you let go. As soon as you let go, start spamming your circle button. So that's actually a really, really easy daily when you have it, even if you're just playing by yourself. Alright, I do have one cooking, but it's not ready yet. So what we are going to do... Alright, so for your Fort Mercer, all the way out here in Armadillo, or actually it's more between Armadillo and Tumbleweed, so it doesn't really matter which one you go to. I usually go to Armadillo only because there's kind of like you just run down the tracks and then there's this little weavy road to get up, whereas like Tumbleweed, there's a lot of canyons up in the beginning part there that you have to kind of get through and take a lot of turns. Alright. We're gonna go get that out of the way. That's a really easy one. I've got alright. So real quick, we're gonna ride out there. I'm gonna see if I can find an NPC on the way to show you guys a good way to get your drag the enemy. I don't see a lot of NPCs around here. I may even combo that with my bounty hunter one. Just lasso the bounty and drag him back to the sheriff's station. Alright, here we go. So we have our lasso.
Keep that horse far from us. It's too good.
Well, that didn't work. Normally, when you shoot their horse, they turn into an enemy. But this guy... is being uncooperative. Normally all you have to do is plink their horse, and it makes them mad, and then they turn red, and you have to look for the red dot, not the red, like, tattletale eye. Let's see here. There we go. See how he turns red? Lasso him off, and we're going to take him up to Fort Mercer with us. I might kind of ride a little slow, that way he doesn't hit his head and die. We have visited Fort Mercer. Oh, he died. Damn it. Alright, so for that little bit, let's see what we got. Oh, we got it. Distance, dragging an enemy. Perfect, perfect. Now, alright, I have about 3 more minutes before I have to log off and go collect children. So I'm going to go over to... The closest one to a fast travel is Rhodes, to go see Anthony Foreman for your blood money crimes. So we've fast traveled into Rhodes, and just right down the hill here is the house where you can find Anthony Foreman. Here, let me show you on the map real quick. See, he's right there, not too far at all. And if you come in and talk to him, you have 2 options that come up. You have your blood money missions and your free roam missions. And because they did specify a blood money crime, once you open your blood money missions, you have 2 separate options. You have your crimes, and then if you are one over, you have your opportunities. The daily today is wanting a crime. So all you'd have to do is come in here and select one of these. Now, if you haven't done these before and you're still kind of new to it, these are the same thing as a free roam mission. So like the stagecoach stick up, he'll give you a mission, a stagecoach will appear, you have to go and rob it. Make sure you loot everybody. There is capital, or capitale, or however you want to say it. There's capital somewhere on somebody or in some kind of lockbox in every single one of these blood money missions. So if you're trying to save up blood money to do an opportunity, these are the ones that you can go and get at least 1 capital per mission. And they run the same as free roam missions. So they each have their objective, their same kind of concept. Go steal something from a stagecoach, blow up a wagon, whatever. Super, super easy. You can do them by yourself. You can do them with your team. That's a pretty easy daily today to get done. And then that's going to have to cover it for me for today. I want to, let's see, when I get home, I'll definitely get the other 2 of these ones completed. And then for our general, I only need 3 more. So, what I plan on doing for my other generals are I'm going to come in here and I'm going to combo up all 3 of these by doing 2 separate bounties. I'll just go to like Blackwater and I'll pick a multiple player bounty, or even if you do a single, because you still have to do 2. But all 3 of these are really easy to do together within 2 bounties. So that'll complete my roles and get everything covered. Thank you everyone for joining and participating. It was nice to see so much chat. If you have any questions, feel free. I'm going to leave the stream up so that way people can see it for the rest of the day and always. Find me on Facebook. My Facebook link is on the channel. If you have any questions, I'm always happy to help. And then, the annoying YouTube stuff. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and all that jazz. So I will see you guys tomorrow morning because I plan on waking up on time for more dailies with Dammit. Have a great rest of the day.